My name is Michelle Furlong. I am the Department Chair of the Natural Sciences Department at Clayton State University. I'm a microbiologist. I studied microbiology at the University of Georgia. I graduated in 2000 and started here at Clayton State immediately after getting my PhD. And I love it here. I wanted to talk a little bit about what makes me excited in the classroom and teaching, but before I do that, I want to explain a little bit about my background. I'm a first-generation college student. None of my parents never went to college. My brother was the first to go to college. I was the first to get a PhD in my family, so that's kind of special. As I was growing up, my parents often said, Shuby, they called me Shuby. Shuby, one day you're going to win the Nobel Prize. You're going to make it big. You're going to be very special. And so I kind of lived like that, had all these high expectations, which of course made one nervous. And finally, after I graduated from graduate school and got my PhD and started teaching, I called my mom up and my dad and said, you know, y'all, I'm not going to win the Nobel Peace Prize. My passion's teaching. I want to be the one who teaches the student who does win that prize, or who cures cancer, or who cures diabetes. I want to be that person. I don't want to win the award, but I want to be standing there cheering my student on. And it kind of starts from there. There are lots of things that excite me and give me passion about teaching. And one major thing is when I have a student who gets just as excited as me about a topic that I'm teaching. It's wonderful to hear that. So some of the things I like to do in the classroom when I teach general topics that I'm supposed to teach in microbiology, I like to introduce the students to some of the current research that's going on. Textbooks are always a few years behind the research, so they don't get to read about it in their textbook necessarily. So I like to go into the literature and pull exciting things out. Right now in microbiology, the Human Microbiome project is occurring. And what this is the scientists are looking at all of the microorganisms that inhabit a human, inside and out. And they're finding amazing things. And I like to tell my students about these things. For example, they found that the microorganisms in your gut influence your propensity to be obese or skinny. Another thing that I'm very excited about is the new science building, which will open in 2015. I've been on the planning committee for this building for years. I feel like it's my baby. What's particularly exciting for the students is it's going to contain 8 new research laboratories that they can work in, and 8 new teaching labs. But the research labs are something key because we currently don't have a lot of space on campus for research, and this will just be wonderful for the students. So I'm very excited and honored to be one of the first university professors at Clayton State University. It means so much to me, and actually it means a lot to my family. My mother was very excited. She cried. But I have to say something. I've made a lot of accomplishments here in the past 14 years that I feel proud of, but I never would have been able to do it without the support and help from my outstanding colleagues and students. I would like to acknowledge Heritage Bank for providing this award for me and for sponsoring me as a university professor.